MacPeb, and you know how the last video I started off with, there's so much hate in the doll community, so I wanted to, talk about some positive things like bringing dolls back. Well, today I'm going to be talking about doll lines that people hate. I want to start by saying I just looked at Reddit. I didn't even have my own preference because I don't dislike that many dolls out there. There are very few that I dislike. So I don't think that I'll dislike most of the dolls on here, but I'll give my thoughts and reasons on why I don't particularly dislike the dolls, or why I do. If I keep looking around, it's because there's a fly and it's driving me nuts. So anyways, this is a Reddit, people's thoughts, and like I said, I feel like, I'm just gonna give you a warning right now, a lot of them are Lamely. A lot of people do not like Lamely. That's okay. The literal first one is Lamely. I'd like to just say, I like most of these dolls. I do particularly like Lamely. I like different bodies, especially when they make somebody that is a little bigger, you know what I mean? I think the concept's fun, especially the different stuff that she came with. I dislike the company and the thing behind Lamely. Like, I understand that, like hating that. I hated that she was so against Barbie and Bratz and just like this negative stereotype against Barbara. That bothered me. I don't like the creators. That's why I'm glad that like the line isn't around, because if I buy it, I'm not supporting them, you know what I mean? Like, I'm supporting eBay sellers who bought it all. Anyways, but I do actually like Lamely, and I don't dislike how she looks. Actually, let's see. Lamely, if anybody doesn't know, Lamely, oh my god, is it still around? I thought Lamely was not, but like there's a website that I can go to and I can buy stuff. Oh, I think she's still around. Whoopsie. That was $40. Oh my god, $40 not for them. Okay, sorry, I wanted just to look at a face of Lamely. Sorry, I'm looking down because my computer's down here. Images. Lamely was this idea that like she was an average looking doll. I think she was supposed to be the actual like weight of Barbara, or weight of a person, like realistic. See, I don't think she looks bad. Like, I actually, like, I like how she looks. She looks fine. She has made it on my list, and so has some of the other characters that they made. Again, I get hating it, but I don't dislike her. The inventor is, I don't know how to say that name, but it has the name Lamb in it, which is fun. Okay, why did you say, I don't want to sound heartless, but Lamely sucks. It acts as if it's the hero and the other doll lines are villains just because they don't have realistic proportions. Fashion dolls are meant to be realistic. They're meant to be fun, not that it's anything against body positivity. I get that too. Oh my god, I can see the fly. I feel like it's taunting me. Anyways, I get that. Like, I feel like that's why a lot of people hate them. I don't think there's anything wrong with how the doll looks though. Personally, they have made on my wish list. I would love to obtain one day. Somebody also agreed with Lamely. Somebody said Mermaids. This one's interesting because I feel like everyone was buying. They said they don't like the creepy eyes. I feel like everyone was buying it for the faces because they're so beautiful. So mermaids. Again, I have a few. I like them, and I feel like a lot of people were buying it and then would put them on like Monster High bodies and other bodies because again, they have such beautiful like faces and looks. So I think that one's interesting, but I also like you have a right to your own doll opinion. This one says someone agreed with Lamely. I'm sorry I didn't scroll through. A lot of people agree with Lamely. Okay, somebody said Barbie extra minis. They hate the face molds. Trying to think of Barbie extra minis. I don't dislike them. The new dolls that they came out with, the Barbie best friend girlies, whatever they're called, I don't remember. Those ones, every time I hear like Barbie extra mini, I think about them because they have very similar faces to like Ever After High and Barbie extra minis. Am I saying that right? Barbie extra minis. Something is not going right with my mouth. I like them. I only have one. I believe. I just didn't get them because, again, like when a lot of these dolls were coming out, I just didn't have a lot of money. But I like them. The one that I have, I got her at Five Below. I think she's great. I personally like their faces. However, I want to say that I like interesting dolls. I like dolls that look different. I like funky tweens. If you don't know what those dolls are, now as I read through this, you can now judge me and be like, yeah, but her opinion doesn't matter. She likes funky tweens. Anyways. So I personally like Barbie Extra Minis for whatever reason. See, I have been saying Barbara now for whatever reason. I just like that name. So anytime I say Barbie, like I go to say Barbara. But like when her name is in a line, I can't say that. Anyways, I think they look nice, but I understand people not liking them, especially smaller scale dolls. People don't always like those. I know that I'm in a minority of certain dolls, so I get people not liking them, especially because they are little, and a lot of times Barbie collectors don't like Barbies with big heads. Like, they hate those lines, so I get people not liking these. Someone said Lamely is fascinating because rather than expressing an individual creative and personal taste, it showcases the individual's anxieties and insecurities. If I remember correctly, Lamb said he designed her to counter to Barbie, but not with the express wish of giving girls a fuller figure. Instead, he said so because he, as a man, said a woman like Barbie seems distant and unapproachable. Lamely was not designed as a fantasy for girls to live through, but a fantasy of men, approachable women. That's so fun. That actually makes a lot of sense. And I definitely think that you can see the difference between men's designs in women and women's designs in dolls. Men's designs in dolls and women's designs in dolls. If anyone else agrees, you can let me know. I feel like not all the time, but you can definitely see when a straight man designs a doll. I don't know if anyone else knows what kind of dolls I'm talking about, but that's interesting. And I'm not surprised. I actually didn't know that a man created Lamely, but that kind of makes sense now knowing that. I don't have anything else to say. I kind of agree. That's interesting. That made me think. That's a fun fact to know about the creator. Anyways, the LOL surprise dolls. Don't care about them, but their outfits are great on other doll lines. I'm curious if they're stating the OMG, because it says LOL surprise dolls, if they're the little ones or if they're talking about OMGs, because I feel like OMGs might fit more. Like, I feel like LOL clothing really doesn't fit that many dolls, so I assume OMG is my assumption. I like OMG. I've talked about it before. Probably one of my most favorite doll lines. Every year I take a look at dolls that I have purchased to figure out what my favorite doll line that year was. 2 years ago it was LOL OMG. I was obsessively buying them, especially like now I have a harder time to see my thing that I like really wanted. But when I didn't have as much money, if I were to buy like a doll for full price, it was an OMG doll. Anytime there were sales and I was like, well, I can only buy so many dolls because I just don't have the money to purchase every single doll that I want. When it would come down to it, it would be an LOL OMG doll. So I kind of am like I don't feel that way. I like them, but I understand. I have heard a lot of negativity towards LOL OMG dolls. People don't like their faces because they're repeated. Personally, with the amount of like detail and design that they do on them, the different aesthetics, I don't personally see that, but I can understand like disliking a face shape. So yeah. I don't dislike them, but I can see why you might not like them. And I assume they mean OMG, but maybe they do mean LOL surprise. I'm not a super huge fan of collecting the LOL surprise. Well, I would love to actually be able to actively collect them and like have an insane, sorry for the inconvenience. I would love to actually be able to collect them, but they're kind of expensive. I'm not gonna lie. They're a lot. And it's like, one day I'm just gonna jump right in because some of the dolls are just actually the most adorable things on the planet. I have the pack of dolls, the 4 from the One Music line, and I think they're absolutely gorgeous, and I've seen unboxings of LOL. OMG, I would love to like one day actually genuinely get super involved and interested in them, but I just have not done it yet. So I don't personally dislike them. I'm just holding back from them because I have watched unboxings and I'm like, I think that I would really like these dolls, especially like the thing is like with dolls like that where it's like a surprise, like I want all of them. And I just feel like if I got a double of like a doll that's $12, I actually think I'd be really sad. So yeah. But I guess if like one day like money wasn't a matter in the world as like everyone wishes, I could just donate the dolls, you know what I mean? I guess like people trade, but I just donate them. I'd be like, here, take it, don't need it. Anyways, they also said that they disliked Diva Stars, they don't like Lamely, and also they don't like OMG's face, the LOL doll's face. I assume they mean OMG, but maybe they really do mean LOL. This Reddit, I don't know when this came out. This Reddit came out 2 years ago. Yeah, I think they could be talking about OMG or LOL. Anyways, I was reading their thingy because they had a lot to say. So with the Bratz, I feel like disliking Bratz isn't like the hugest thing. Even though Bratz has like a huge community, I know a lot of people that don't like Bratz. I've seen it. I think maybe Bratz is growing on people. I used to not like Bratz growing up. Shocker. I also used to not like dolls with big heads, which is why I didn't like Bratz. I didn't like that about them. And then I got Ever After High and fell in love with them, and then branched out and got a bunch of other dolls that have big heads. So Ever After High was like my beginning to that, but I definitely did not like dolls with big heads. Personally, I don't think that liking this Bratz is like disliking Bratz is like that far-fetched, because I feel like a lot of people didn't like Bratz. What else? Somebody also said I was never a big fan of Bratz. The stylization went a little too far. I think my scene was a nice balance. Lamely. I'm curious to know if people just dislike Lamely because of like how she actually looks and her designs, or if they dislike her because of the negativity behind her, because I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly don't think she's like a terrible design. Like, I think her face is really pretty. Some of the other ones maybe not so much, but hers was like the main Lamely doll, I think is really pretty. I don't think there's like anything wrong with her, but I just wonder, like, I feel like just like the negativity behind Lamely and stuff, is that why they dislike? But maybe not. Maybe people are like, they actually hate her. They said Rainbow High, Pinky Cooper, and Groovy Girls. Rainbow High, I feel like I've seen some negativity towards it. People have been quite negative as they've been giving up their doll lines of Rainbow High. But I understand a lot of people hate Wave 1. I always hear that. When it came out, I was like, I love this. I do think that they improve every single line that they do. Like, I think they get better and better. I don't dislike Wave 1. I have almost all of the Wave 1 dolls, just not Violet. I like Wave 1, but I also, again, can see that they get they improve. And it's crazy to me how many people hate on Wave 1 that I saw who were like, this is the best line ever to be created. And I get like being like, oh, I think that they improve as they go, and this is the new like best line. And I think that these designs, as much as when they were out they were like the best things, aren't as amazing, but nonetheless are still really cool. They are like, no, this line sucked, which years when they first came out you praised it. Next they said Pinky Cooper. I actually was not interested in Pinky Cooper when it came out, and I think I've been slowly kind of growing on me because I just was not a fan of like anthropomorphic dolls. And the more I get into like doll collecting and I see other people's sides and like people like a certain doll, I realize that number one, I do like anthropomorphic dolls because like Ever After High and Monster High, which has Kitty in Ever After High, Bunny Blanc in Ever After High, Monster High has a bunch of anthropomorphic dolls, the werecats, the werewolves. So that's a lie. Second of all, when the Zoo line got dropped, that maybe eventually one day in like 30 years they'll make the Zoo dolls, if you know what I'm talking about. But I was like, of course I like anthropomorphic dolls. I have to because I really like those Zoo dolls. So Pinky Cooper has been growing on me. I really like Pepper. Is that her name? There are still anthropomorphic dolls I don't like. I'm not a big fan of the poodle one that, who made it? Jax Pacific maybe? Jax make it? That does not sound right. Maybe it is Jax. I don't know. Somebody made the Hasbro. Hasbro made the poodle. Pinky, nope. That's Pinky Cooper. Poodle, Patina Poodle. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't know. I just don't like it. But Pinky Cooper has grown on me. I do think it's a little weird that she gets a little pet dog, because like the whole like Mickey Mouse, like Goofy and Pluto thing kind of confuzzled me growing up. Isn't Goofy not a dog? Isn't he something else? I don't remember. Don't ask. That always kind of confused me, so that's something that I'm not the biggest fan of Pinky Cooper with, but Pinky Cooper has definitely grown on me, so maybe one day I'll get her. She's on my list though, so anyways, and then Groovy Girls. Oh, and they also said Liv, you psychopath. I feel like there are certain lines like Liv, Project MC Squared that people don't like because they're casual clothing. Like Bratz had casual clothing, but they were elevated. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like certain time when like Liv, Project MC Squared, some of those other dolls came out, people were like, they have the worst outfits ever. It's like, no, that was just the time that they came out with. Sorry, I'm waiting for an Amazon truck to come. So I did hear an Amazon truck, but it did not stop. Anyway, nothing, no dolls. You're not getting a doll haul soon, sorry. Anyways, so yes, Groovy Girls. Oh, they said Liv. I was talking about Liv. I got distracted, I'm sorry. I don't know, I like Liv, so it's sad. I guess people didn't like, do people not like the inside eyes? I feel like that's probably known thing that people don't like, but I think inside eyes are so pretty. And then Groovy Girls. I hate to say it, but I also am not the biggest fan of Groovy Girls. The thing is, I'm not a big fan of like plush dolls per se. I think some of the Groovy Girls are cool. One of the things that I want in my collection is to like own one of each doll. Like there are dolls out there that I think like they look cool and I would love to just own one. Do I need the whole collection? No. But to have like one or two in my collection. Groovy Girl, that's kind of how I feel. I love Groovy Girl furniture though. I do have Groovy Girl drum set. Don't judge me. There's a Groovy Girl car that I want, and it was like I was obsessed with their play sets because when I started on Nana and they started making play sets, theirs weren't like cushioned. They were like cushioned, but they were plastic covered cushion, like softness. And I was like, that's disappointing. I want a car made out of like fluff. And so I was obsessed. Obviously my Nananas cannot sit in my Groovy Girl furniture, like drum set. Like I feel like they won't be able to stand. What is that noise? A bus. Someone's getting off the bus. There's no way. Oh my god, wait. It's Amazon and they dropped a package off to my neighbor and not to me. I'm literally like expected to get a package today. Such a waste. Anyways. So anyways, talking about Groovy Girls, there are certain doll lines that I actually, there's one line, and I don't remember what the plush is named, but it is on my doll wish list. And I do actually really like that plush doll, but I'm not the biggest fan of plush dolls. But then again, I wasn't a big fan of like Rainbow Brite and Strawberry Shortcake, and they got like released back, and like I do actually like them. Maybe not the older ones as much, but like the new ones. And so doll lines grow on me, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Same with Pinky Cooper. Somebody said I can already hear the angry replies regarding your Pinky Cooper. Lol. American Girl, somebody said the faces are too big. That's crazy because I feel like American Girl doll has like a huge collecting community. I feel like also a lot of times people don't like 18-inch dolls just in general. So of course you're not gonna like American Girl if you don't like 18-inch dolls. Liv, creepy dead eyes. I like Liv. I don't know why you don't. Sometimes the fashion is interesting choices, but I like a lot of them. And then they said Reborn Babies, which I think a lot of people who collect fashion dolls don't like reborn dolls. So again, I'm not always the biggest fan when like people like give options that they don't like. You don't even collect that kind of doll, you know what I mean? It's like, of course you're not gonna like a baby doll because like you don't like baby, you know what I mean? Anyways, and then they said tree change dolls, but that makes sense because those aren't real dolls. They're Bratz dolls that you remove the makeup of. Dream Ella. I feel like a lot of people don't like Dream Ella. Dream Ella was an attack on Miss Barbara, and we respect Miss Barbara. I like Dream Ella dolls. I do think that their faces were very interesting. I did not like the doll line that they made, like careers. I liked it when people put regular clothes on, and I don't know if I just don't like career outfits because I'm not a big fan of like when Barbie does it either, but I like didn't really like those dolls, and then like I was like, they just look weird and kind of ugly, and then people like not even like redid their hair, just put them in like a cute outfit, like a white tee and jeans, and I was like, that's an adorable doll, what is that? And I was like, oh, I don't know if I just don't like working women or what, but I didn't like those dolls, and then people are dressing them and I was like, ah, so cute. No, I'm kidding, but I did like them, and so I get not liking them because again, I didn't like them when they first came out. People didn't just change their clothes and style them, but I like them now. Someone said a lot of stuff. Someone said Disney Store witch dolls. I like the witch dolls. They're just insanely difficult to get your hands on, especially the ones from the original brand of Winx Club. I still don't. I just, every time like I want to say their name, I should just put in like someone properly saying their name. I like the witch dolls. I think they're fun, okay? What else? American Girl, somebody said that again. That's rude. Someone said their faces are uncanny. That's crazy because I just bought my #1 American Girl doll. She's not a new one, or she's not an old one. She's a new one. Was still in the store. Nothing about it, just bought it because she was on sale. And I'm very excited to have her. I'm very excited to start one unbox her because I'm very like kind of anxious. So you can hate American Girl dolls all you want, but this will be my second one. I wanted them all growing up, so I don't know if I just have like I wanted them like growing up, so whatever, or if maybe I actually do. I just feel like a lot of people don't like 18-inch dolls that collect fashion dolls because there's like a whole community of American Girl dolls that only specifically collect American Girl dolls. So yeah, I don't always see too many people who collect fashion dolls talk about American Girl, but maybe I'm just in the wrong areas and community. I'm trying to read everyone's stuff. But everyone's like talked about like other stuff, and I'm like, I cannot just keep looking down. Oh my god, I was just talking about them. Okay, so somebody said Bratz, their feet are weird. Again, people don't like Bratz, crazy. Somebody said Bratz has fixed all their problems. Somebody said Wild Childs, and that if they actually ever make the doll line, it gives them the creeps. You liar. You take that back. Whoever wrote that, you take that back. If you're watching, psychopath. I love them. And the fact that there's rumors that they're like gonna release 2 because there's like a bunch of characters that created. I want them so bad. Like if they ever actually produce them, the Wild Child, like I will buy them when they first, I will actively go into that store. The only thing that is like making me kind of nervous is like how much are they gonna cost? Because it's such a small line. Like it's such a small brand that's doing these dolls. Oh my god, I think that truck's coming back. I'm so sorry. I think it's a plane. I'm so upset. Oh, so sorry about that. I'm so curious like how much they're gonna be. I'm so nervous, but I really am so excited. But also I've heard that like this has been like an ongoing like Wild Childs, will it ever come out, for 10 years practically. I don't actually know how long, but it has been since I probably started collecting that I have known about these. It's 2024 now. I started my Instagram 2020 because it's 2020, never growing up 2020. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've been on my Instagram. And I started collecting before then. So, Wild Childs, please come out. I know this was a video about people hating you because they think you're uncanny, but they're lying, okay? I will buy you no matter what price. Please don't make it unreasonable. But I want them to do so well. I do question how well they'll do because I feel like parents are not going to want to buy their child's animal dolls. But think about it, Equestria Girls had to have done good, right? There were lines, they created lines, like they had to have done good, and those were ponies. Okay. I just really want Wild Childs to come out. Somebody said Monster High. Somebody said, being a big Monster High lover, I still wish their spines weren't made like that. Because they're like, and their bellies are out. Is that what they're referencing? Weird lizardy face molds? I don't know. I feel like Monster High is like a huge community, so people love them. I also love when people have like unpopular opinions about like really popular dolls, and it's like, that's crazy. There's so many people that are like, those are like their dolls that they will die on. I love Ever After High. People hate the Ever After High face mold, which is crazy to me. I love them. I don't know if I just don't see things. People are like, this face is like off. It's printed wrong. And I'm like, I can't see it. So I don't know if I'm just immune to the little tiny bits. I can tell that's why I was never diagnosed with OCD fully. They were like, I only partially have obsessive thoughts. I get that people, that's not actually what OCD is. Okay, I get it. But nonetheless, that's crazy that people don't like Monster High. I get like not liking their like quality control, but not liking their faces. I don't have that. Typically I don't have that where I dislike like a face of a doll. I don't think. I do know I used to not like Diva Stars, and then I saw the fashion Diva Stars, and I really like those, and now I like the Diva Stars. So kind of disliked a doll line, but like no, usually. Next, I feel like I gotta kind of finish this up, but it's repeating a lot. A lot of people are saying Bratz and LOL. A lot of people said some baby dolls. Original Blythe dolls give me an unpleasant feeling. Winx dolls, especially the older ones with the super expensive and quality unappealing. That's crazy. I did not collect Winx ever when they were in stores, so now all I see is like the high market value. I like Winx dolls. I don't think there's one that I dislike. Do I like ones more? I do really like the original June, yeah, that line. I do like Witty, but I feel like Witty has less cool fashion. Somebody said Equestria Girls, they're ugly, are ugly to me. No idea why. I used to not like the OG ones. I liked the older ones that they did with their bigger, rounder faces, but I have grown, the littler have grown on me, and I do like those ones. I don't have anything else. I feel like a lot of people are repeating the same things. Monster High Mycene. That's terrible, guys. A lot of people are writing long things that I don't want to read, but that's kind of people's takes on them. I feel like I saw a lot of people having some controversial opinions about some pretty popular doll lines. The thing is, with me, is that I like so many different doll lines that are out there that exist. So like reading through it, it's like, and the crazy thing is, reading through, it did make me angry that people had opinions that went against me. I know that I like a lot of things that people don't like. I like the OMG dolls. I have seen some more positive things about the OMG dolls, but I am in groups where people dislike OMG dolls, and it doesn't make me angry. Just trying to be positive here. I want to hear your unpopular opinions. What are doll lines that you think are the worst doll lines? Like I said, I have had it where I have disliked dolls. I did not like Diva Stars. I was like, I'm never gonna buy them. And then now they've grown on me. I did watch a video of somebody talking about Diva Stars, and that kind of also made me really like them. But I do really like the fashion Diva Stars, which made me kind of open the door to, I kind of like Diva Stars. Do I think that they're like the most exciting things? No. I also think I do stray away from dolls that are like tech related. Sorry, I'm trying to move this chair. That are tech related, but I like the Diva Stars. There is, however, a doll line that I saw at a store and it looks like the Diva Stars. It's like a newer one. She got pink hair. She looks like the body. Not the biggest fan of those. And I don't know if just because I watched the one person talking on YouTube about Diva Stars in the whole video, and then because I fell in love with like the fashion Diva Stars, if that has made me like them, and I actually probably wouldn't have liked them if I hadn't watched it. I don't know. But I just feel like there are very few doll lines out there, and even if I dislike a doll, like I did not like the OG Strawberry Shortcake dolls, I still am not the biggest fan of them. But they're kind of growing on me. They're kind of growing on me. And I do think that I see them a lot without their clothes. And I think that if they had their clothes, I probably would like them a bit more. But doll lines grow on me. I do not like Rainbow Brite. And I really want the new Rainbow Brite dolls that are coming out. And I think I would like to have maybe one or two of the older ones. But I don't know. I haven't really thought that far through. Maybe I would. I don't know. I'd have to see them in person. So I try not to say, like, I dislike a doll, because I feel like in the future, I probably will end up liking them, because I've had it where I'm like, I don't like this doll, and then I'm like, I do like this doll. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. But even, like, with, like, dolls, like, I did not like Jade and Poppy from Rainbow High at all. Like, I actually disliked them a lot. I was like, I hate Jade. I love Jade. Poppy is my favorite character now. I love her. She's my favorite. I even disliked her one outfit and I was like, it's okay. Maybe I just really didn't like that outfit. She's in that outfit now. Like, I like that outfit that she wears. So I do refrain from saying that I dislike dolls, but like I said, I don't currently like Groovy Girls that much at all. Some of them are cute, like some of them have cute designs, but as the doll line of a whole, I can't really see myself collecting it. And in a year, let's see if I'm actively going after them. I'd like you to know, a lot of times it takes me to actually like see a doll in person for me to fall in love with it. And I have personally seen Groovy Girl dolls in person where I passed on them. I really did debate whether or not I wanted to get them because it was at Goodwill bins. And I was like, they're really cheap here. I could just get a few right now. And I was like, I'm just not a big fan of them. So that's where I kind of think I dislike them. Same for Ty Girls. I had the same thing with Ty Girls, which are also a plush doll line. That's kind of why I think maybe I dislike them. But I think that if one day I get the actual plush dolls that I like, I can't think of their name. Are they Beatrix? No. I feel like they start with a B. Beatrix Girls is a different doll line that's not plush. But I think when I start getting those, that's when I'm like nervous. Like, will I end up wanting to go after Groovy Girl and Ty Girls because I think they'd look cute on the shelf together? Probably. Anyways, I'm Actub. Thanks for watching. Sorry for the rambling. Sorry for the always looking down. But yeah, I'm Actub. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the video. And what doll lines do you think are overrated or the worst doll lines ever created? Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!